Well, hello and happy Thursday. Welcome to Elegant Sentiments. I'm Sheryl. I'm the owner of Elegant Sentiments, and this is our weekly card share number 109. So I'm here today with some of my Spellbinders products and my Lisa Horton Crafts products, and we will get started in making a fun little card today. So I have two of the newest inks from Lisa Horton Crafts. These are from her new line of colors inspired by William Morris. There are 10 different colors in this set of inks. And I'm using Jasmine Sage and Pimpernel Rose for my ink colors. And then I have for my products from Spellbinders, I have several die sets. I've got the Sealed Blooms die set and the Sealed Leaf Sprigs die set, and then the Sealed Squiggles die set. So lots of dies today. And then I'm also using this very center die of the Fundamentals Nested Circles by Lisa. And for my background, I've got the Beautiful Blooms 3D embossing folder from Spellbinders. This is one of their older ones, but I still love it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful embossing folder. And then I'm also using, I've got a new product, new to me anyway, is the clear seal maker tool. And this is it. It comes in a box that has the it's actually a hot glue gun and the clear seal sticks. And you can use this for hot gluing as well. Um, excuse me. And I've noticed that you can use this to make seals with the hot glue, but it's not quite as clear as the clear seal sticks, and I'm not sure about how well they would do in the stamps. So I'm going to be using this. This comes also with a I've got it as a bundle that has a little small glass mat. So there's that I'm going to be using. And also I have a couple of other products. I've got my wax seal. This one is called Wildflower Happy Birthday. And it has, let me see, maybe if I can zoom this in just a little bit, maybe you can see that a little bit better. But it's a Wildflower Happy Birthday seal. And then I'm using the Bullion wax seal powder in silver. And so those are all of the products that I'm using for today outside of the paper. And then here's the project. So it's a relatively simple little project, very pretty. My first time working with the wax seals. I've had these forever. And when they came out with the clear wax, I said, you know what, I'm going to try it because I really like the look of that, of the powder on top of the clear seal. So this is the card that I'm going to make. And I've done some homework already. So I think I'm going to start with, I think I'll start with the wax seal. And that way, because I've only done this once for the sample, so we'll see how this turns out. But this is the little glass mat that comes with this. And I've turned this on. Let me see. I guess it's been hot enough that you want to have it heat for at least 5 minutes before you use it. And then I'm going to take my stamp, my wax stamp, out of this little container here. I probably could have done that earlier. Okay. because it didn't take it long. From what I remember when I made this last week, it didn't take it very long to cool off, but I just want to make sure that I do it early enough, and then that way if I have to do it twice, I got time. Because it may. So I'm going to see if this glue is hot. Oh, wait a minute. I do want to get another glue wax seal stick out in case I need it. I'll have it ready to go. But it comes with, I think, 1, 2, 3. So you get 6 sticks in the kit when it comes. So we're going to go ahead and put some glue on this. Or I keep calling it glue. It's clear seal. Pull that up. That might help. And then I'm just going to go around the circle. Try to get as close to the edge as I can without, see, I was afraid I would do that. Put my finger right in it. So I'm glad I took another. Now I'm getting wax everywhere. I did do a second one. So now let me get all this wax off my fingers here. Give me just a second. Because I put my finger in the wax before. Fortunately, it didn't burn. I mean, it's hot, but it's not burning your skin kind of hot. Get that off of there. And I managed to pick up some extra wax off of there. So let's try that again. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is go around. Maybe let me start my bead first. That might help me. Okay, so I'm getting the wax out, and then I'm not a hot glue person, as you can see. So if I was a hot glue person, it probably would not be a big a deal as it is for me. I'm just going around, trying to go around. I was trying to keep it a nice smooth bead, and it's not going to be as smooth as I would like. And then I'm going to fill in this center with some more glue. Trying to get it filled in there with the glue. And maybe I wonder if I'll be able to smooth it out a little bit if I go back around. I don't want to have it be too lumpy. Let's see. Well, that's good enough. We're going to let that be good enough. And then we'll take our little wax seal and stick it down there in the middle and push it. And we'll let that cool off. Get this little piece of glue off of my little thing. So I'm going to leave that there until it's completely cooled. And I'll turn my little wax seal tool off. And then I've done some die cutting already and some embossing. So let's see what we got here. So I've got my A2 card base in white cardstock. And then here is the panel. It's A2 size, and I just used the embossing folder, the Beautiful Blooms 3D embossing folder for that. And then I die cut. I used the Squiggles, and I die cut all 4 of those out in silver. And then I die cut all of the flowers and the leaves, and I inked these with green. It looks like I'm missing one of my, I'm missing one of my green leaves. Not sure how I did that, but I'll be all right without it. Oh no, I gotta ink it up. That's what I gotta do. And so I did go ahead and I inked up these flowers. And so we've got one flower stem to do and the other leaf to do with the ink. And let me get my little mat out. And this should be good now, so I'm going to take that off. And there is our wax seal. So we'll add some, we'll add the powder to that in just a moment. Get the inking done, and then I'll add the powder. So I'm just going to put these die cuts down, and I'm going to ink them up with, I got the Pimpernel Rose for my floral. And just doing it, just nice solid color in there. Oh, this rose is such a pretty, it's I don't know if the camera really shows the color well. It's a peachy rose color. It's really pretty. I like all of the colors in this line. They're pastels, and I just love, there's a couple of them that aren't. There's a red brick color and a stone color, but the rest of them are just these gorgeous pastels. And that's right up my alley. And they're matte blending inks, and these are super smooth. I mean, all of her inks are smooth, but just seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but these are really, they're much smoother than the other matte blending inks. I love it. And they dry to this really smooth, chalky-like finish. So I'm gonna just do the kind of the center of this little petal, little set of petals. Kind of leave the white tips on that. And then I'll do my leaf in the Jasmine Sage, which is a pretty pastel green. Like that a lot. And just ink this up. These are really pretty flowers, and they'd be really pretty if you took the time to maybe variegate the leaves and even the flowers. Just add a little more visual interest with the flowers, but I think this will be just fine the way I've done it. There's another little green that comes that's in the set of inks. It's called Willow Forest, and it's a pretty darker green that goes really nice with this one. I did an ink blend earlier in the week with the two greens, and they're really, really pretty. Okay, so that's all the inking that I need to do, because I did quite a bit of homework. So the only thing I need to do is take this off of here. And then I will get my mat. I can back away a little bit, can I? Yes, I can, because I zoomed in and forgot to zoom back out. Okay. And so I'm going to, well, there we go. I'm going to just add this little bud, get this off of my mat. There. I'm going to add this little bud to the center of the flower. Okay. And somewhere here. And just put that down. There it goes. Over top like that. There we go. Okay. So these are all ready. So the next thing I want to do before I start putting all of the pieces together is get some of that powder on my seal. Let me pull the seal back over, and it's pretty with, you know, just the seal by itself, but having this powder really makes it shine. And this is the silver. This powder, this wax seal powder, comes in two colors. There's a gold and a silver, and they're both really shiny. I wonder, maybe if I put this on, let me put it on this little glass mat, maybe it's easier to see. I can't, yeah, that might be a little easier to see if it's on a lighter color. And just put some on here and just rub it, and it gives it it's just very shiny. And I did the whole inside, because when you do the inside, you can actually see the little flowers on there better than you can if you just leave it plain. So it's really shiny and pretty. All my favorite things. Try and get that all the way around, and then I'll go all the way around the outside of it. But when doing this, you can actually see the letters too, because it says happy birthday on that seal. Let me go this way. It says happy birthday on that seal. Just rubbing it in. And even get the little humpy part. And the nice things about seals, they don't have to be perfect, but if you want it perfect, just do it again. But I think this is fine for my purposes. Perfectly imperfect, I say. Okay, so there is that seal. I'm gonna maybe, if I zoom in, see if it's easier to see. I'll take it off of this light. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be easier to see or not. But it's really, maybe if I move it around like this, but it's not picking up on the camera as much, but it's very silvery on the actual seal. So that is that. Let me put this back away. I was very excited to try this. And I'm going to keep practicing. Eventually I'll get a perfect seal done, I'm sure. But not bad for a first try. Well, second try. I did it. That was actually my third time making a seal. So, and so now we're going to bring in all my little die cuts here and get those arranged. And I think I'm going to use 3 of these. I think I'll use this one, and I think I'll use these 3 because I like having a little squiggly. And before I start arranging, I'm going to go ahead and put this panel onto my card front, and then that way it'll be done. Okay. And then if you wanted, again, if you don't like all the white on this card, you could you could take a big 1-inch blending brush and just ink up that background some. But the way the silver looks on this white card front is really nice. So that's why I'm kind of thinking I'm going to stick more with that. And so I'll just start putting these down here. Start with my silver pieces. Put my silver pieces down. Because I want them to all kind of be in the back. And go like that. I'll just kind of play around with them and see what I like. Got this one. Move that one over. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and put some tape right here, just so things don't go flopping around. Okay, and then let's go with some flowers, or maybe we'll do some leaves. Yeah, I want kind of like there. And this one can be a little taller. And this one come over this way a little bit, maybe. Trying to pay attention to my sticks down here too, because I'm going to trim those, but I don't want them all over the place. I think that might be good. And then let's see, come around behind that one. Yeah. And put this one over here. Kind of like that. There. And just trying to arrange these so that they look good to my eye. And that's really the best you can do, is figure out what looks good to you. Yeah, I like that. Now, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to take my happy birthday, and I'm going to mount that with some foam squares. And I'll put 2 small ones on either side, so that, where's happy birthday? Okay. So I have a little channel for the other ones to sit in between. And I'm going to add some glue here as well. And I'm also going to glue these together a little bit, even though I've got tape there. Okay. And then take the backing off. And put that down. Happy birthday. Right there, like so. And then I'll take my snips and trim it up a little bit. And if you don't like your twigs spread out this far, you can clump them together more, which I still can do that a little bit, I think. I can move these over some. Not much. I didn't give myself much wiggle room for that, but we can do it a little bit. Yeah. And then if you want to spread and lift and fluff, you can. But I like them kind of just clumped together. Pull this one over, weave it. And then the last thing I want to do for this one is to add some little gems on the flowers. I've got some silver mix. I'll take some of the teeny silver mix and add them to the little centers of the flowers. And I don't know why I tend to stop breathing when I'm doing this. But I do. I always just kind of slow my breathing a little bit. And this one, let's see, I want to move this over just a wee bit. And then I'll push it down because I want that to come out like that, so that we can see our other little flower. And which side is the right side? There we go. Oops, nope, I don't want that color. I want the light ones. I think I might have put the wrong color down on this one in the middle. I did. I want this color. There's two different colors on here. One is a darker silver and the other was a lighter silver. And I like the lighter silver better with this because of the polished silver on the. So I think that is going to do it. Our pretty little wax seal. Imperfect little wax seal. But there we go. That is today's card. I hope that you like it. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. I will be here. I'll be here next Thursday. I will be here next Thursday. I've got some graduations coming up, so schedule's going to be changing some more towards the end of the month. But these are the cards for today. I've got, I'll be posting something in my Elegant Sentiments Facebook, Elegant Sentiments Limited this weekend. And I will be posting on my blog on Wednesday. That's elegantsentiments.com. I hope that you'll come and check me out in all the spaces and places and give me your feedback on my projects. Love to hear from you. Thank you, whether you're watching here live or whether you come back later and watch on the replay. I appreciate it all so very much. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Michelle, for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you have a fantastic week and that you get a chance to craft a little bit of kindness of your own. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.